Court-appointed?
So when you were in jail, we automatically give you a court-appointed lawyer, but now that you've bonded out, I'm going to expect you to try to hire your own lawyer. So what I'll do is reset your case about 30 days or so to give you some time to try to hire someone. If you get someone hired before the next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before that next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts, they have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers you've talked to so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following that court order, and you would have to go back to jail. Do you understand? All right, if you step in front of the clerk right here, she'll give you your reset notice. Good morning, you're Presley Biltz. Mr. Biltz, did you get someone hired?
No, ma'am, I'm still working on it.
Who'd you talk to?
Johnson, Crenshaw, Lawful, Johnson, Gregory Johnson.
Who?
Gregory
Oh, Brevin Johnson. And the Crenshaw, and who else?
Johnson.
You already... If you don't know, then how am I supposed to
I
know?
still talk to Livingston, that's why I was planning on going with.
Who?
Livingston?
Livingston?
Yes, ma'am.
Is he here locally or somewhere else?
That's why I told you last time.
Langston Adams?
Langston, I'm sorry.
Okay, you've been coming for a long time. Why haven't you gotten someone hired yet? Are you working?
Yes.
Where are you working? Full-time? All right, so I'm going to have you fill out some paperwork. Thank you for talking to those attorneys. You need to fill this paperwork out this morning accurately and completely. Don't leave it blank. If it doesn't apply, write something in, and then I'll take a look at it. All right, step in front of the clerk down there, and she'll give you that paperwork. Morning, are you a Caston Howard? Aston Hayward, sorry, I said that all wrong. And Mr. Hayward, this is your initial appearance in cause number 25 DCCR 1346. You're charged with the state jail felony offense of burglary of a building from August 29th of 2025. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer? So what I'm going to do, how old are you?
16.
Are you still in school?
Yes, ma'am.
Where do you go to school?
Woodruff.
Okay, and you're currently attending school right now?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so if you are unable to hire an attorney because you're still in school, you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. Do you want me to give you a court-appointed lawyer, or is your family going to help you hire someone?
Yes, ma'am. Of course, ma'am.
Okay, all right, if you will, you ready? Step in front of the clerk, she'll give you that information. Good morning, are you Carisha Mays? And Ms. Mays, this is your initial appearance in cause number 25 DCCR 1464. You're charged with the third-degree felony offense of evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle from September 26th of 2025. And since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer? I'm sorry, answer out loud. So, are you working? Why not? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to get a job. So you need to get a job and bring me proof that you have a job, or you need to bring me proof that you have applied to at least 5 jobs a week when you come back, okay? In the meantime, also, I expect you to try to be at least talking to attorneys so that when you get a job, you will be able to at least try to hire one. So you also need to talk to at least 3 lawyers between now and then, see what they cost, talk to more if you need to. They all charge different amounts, have different plans to pay and all of that. Bring me at least the 3 names, if not more, and the information about your job, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following that court order, and you would go back to jail. Do you understand? All right, step in front of the clerk. Come on up. Good morning. Is it Jorge Quezada?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Quezada, this is your initial appearance in cause number 25 DCCR 1472. You're charged with the second-degree felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon from September 28th of 2025. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
I talked to a lawyer, but what he's asking for, I don't have exactly
Sure.
part of it, so I was gonna ask for an extension so I could.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'm going to give you a normal reset. It's about 30 days. It's probably a little more because of the holidays to give you some time to get someone hired. If you do get a lawyer hired before the next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers you've talked to, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following the court order, and you would go back to jail. Do you understand? All right, if you step in front of the clerk, she'll give you your reset notice.
Sign right here.
Good morning. Are you Erin Riley? And Ms. Riley, this is your initial appearance in cause number 25 DCCR 1194. You're charged with the third-degree felony offense of assault on hospital personnel from July 23rd of 2025. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer? So are you working? Why not?
I'm just mentally disabled.
I'm sorry?
I'm mentally disabled.
Do you receive disability?
Yes, well, I'm about to start. I have an appointment tomorrow.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reset your case for 30 days. You need to bring documentation of whether you've qualified or not. If you have, obviously you would qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. If you're not going to qualify and they deny you, then you need to be working on getting a job. Bring me information about where you've been trying to get a job, and then we'll discuss your options.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, step in front of the clerk. And also, if you don't bring that information that I've asked for, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following the court order.
What
And
kind of proof do you need, like for the SSI?
just whatever they give. Devontre Johnson? Yeah. And Mr. Johnson, in cause number 25 DCCR 0438, this is your initial appearance. You're charged with a second-degree felony offense of failure to comply with sex offender registration requirements from March 3rd of 2025. And since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer? All right, so I'm going to reset your case about 30 days to give you some time to try to get someone hired. If you get someone hired before the next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer. They'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers that you've talked to so I know you're trying, and we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then you run the risk of me raising your bond when you come back for not following that court order, and you would have to go back to jail. Do you understand? All right, if you'll step in front of the clerk, she'll give you that reset notice. Good. You're Brandale Griffin? And did you get someone hired, Mr. Griffin?
No, ma'am. I went to James Macon.
Uh-huh.
And I saw the 3 lawyers up in there, Sonny Eckhart. They all.
I can't hear you.
I went to see James Macon, Sonny Eckhart, and another one. They all in the same building.
Uh-huh.
I don't think he put his name on it. I don't think he put his name on here though, but
Okay.
He was all charging the price I couldn't pay.
Okay. You didn't try anybody that was outside that same firm? Are you working?
Yes, ma'am.
Where are you working?
Focus Care, Summit Place, nursing home.
Okay. So what I'll do, I appreciate you. I'm going to give you one more reset to go visit with some other attorneys. You need to try to see if you can get someone hired before that next court date. I know you've only been here, it looks like once, but your case is very old for some reason, so we need to get it moving. So if you'll just try to get someone hired, if not, talk to 3 more, and then we'll discuss your options if you do all that and still can't hire someone when you come back.
Is this case against the state or against that person? Did the state pick up this case off?
Yeah, that's how it works. So the state, the case is titled "The State of Texas versus You," and so that whoever it is the complaining witness in the case, but the state or the district attorney's office, God bless you, the grand jury indicted you. So whatever evidence they heard, they decided it was enough to bring it to court, and so that's why we're here. Okay, step in front of the clerk. All right, Ms. Payne, this is your initial appearance. In cause number 25, DCCR 1142, you're charged with a state jail felony offense of criminal mischief from July 19th of 2025. And since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
No, I didn't know I had to.
I'm sorry?
I said no, I didn't know I had to.
Sure. And so what I'll do, How old are you? Okay, so what I'm going to do, Ms. Payne, is reset your case about 30 days to give you some time to hire somebody. If you get a lawyer hired before that next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers that you've talked to so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following that court order, and you would go back to jail. Do you understand? All right, if you step in front of the clerk right here, she'll give you your reset notice. Good morning, you're Kingston Walker.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Walker, did you get someone hired?
Yes, ma'am. Well, I spoke. Well, you told me to come back with either 3 lawyers or have somebody in mind that I'm hiring. I spoke with Mr. Nathan Reynolds and Mr. Langston Adams and Mr. Benjamin Hermes.
Jeffries.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh-huh.
But I did an office visit with Mr. Bird Banks and we discussed the payment plan. And today I'll have the money to pay.
Okay, great. So what I'll do is reset your case to give you some time to get that taken care of. Make sure you bring the reset notice that you get to Mr. Burbank, and then he'll tell you what to do. If for some reason that's not going to work out, then make sure you talk to some others and see what you can get worked out before that next court date.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Step in front of the clerk right here. Good morning, ma'am. You're Kyra Rogers. And Ms. Rogers, were you able to get someone hired?
No, but I did look up some names for you, and the pricing that they had gave me, like, that was too high for my job.
Who'd you talk to?
I talked to Douglas Sykes, Benjamin Jeffrey, and Marshall Longman.
Okay,
But they had one like a big down payment at once, and they didn't want to work out like no payment plans.
right. Where are you working?
McDonald's.
Okay, so what I'm going to do this morning is have you fill out some paperwork to see if you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. And so make sure you fill it out accurately and completely. Don't just leave things blank, write something in there or marks, and then I'll take a look at it after you do that and see if you qualify for a court-appointed. If you'll step in front of the clerk, she'll give you, thank you for doing what I asked you to do. Good morning, are you Darian Broussard? And Mr. Broussard, this is your initial appearance in cause number 25 DCCR 1441. You're charged with a third-degree felony offense of evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle from September 23rd of 2025. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer? So what I'll do, Mr. Broussard, is reset your case about 30 days to give you some time to try to hire someone. If you get someone hired before the next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before that next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts, have different payment plans. Bring me the names of the lawyers you've talked to so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following that court order, and you would go back to jail. Do you understand? All right, step in front of the clerk. Good morning. Are you Mark Marceau? And Mr. Marceau, this is your initial appearance. Can you hear me? Okay. This is your initial appearance in cause number 25 DCCR. Can you turn your radio down, ma'am? This is your initial appearance in cause number 25 DCCR 1413. You're charged with aggravated sexual assault on a child younger than 14, a first-degree felony from September 9th of 2025. Since you made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
No, ma'am. I don't have the job or anything. All I have is Social Security coming in.
How much do you receive a month?
From 4, I think.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to reset your case, a shorter reset than normal. You need to bring me some documentation of how much you receive, and then I'll discuss your options with getting a court-appointed lawyer. But you need to bring that documentation from Social Security. You understand? All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you that reset notice. It's Stott. Good morning, Ms. Shannon Stott. Oh, my goodness. And Ms. Stott, you were previously here. Did you get a lawyer hired?
I did not, but I did talk to 3 different lawyers.
Who'd you talk to?
Long, he has 2,500. I talked to Chadwick Robinson. He has 3,500, and Michael Hart is 7,500.
Okay. And where are you on being able to get someone hired?
I am at State Court, I was keeping pushing on fully disabled, and I do work part-time, so I'm still paying on my bond. So.
Do you have documentation of your disability? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
I do work a part-time job too.
okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna have you fill out some paperwork this morning. Put all that different, what the income is, where it comes from on that, any bills you have, and then I'll take a look at it. Thank you for doing what I asked. Also, I'm not sure what happened.
County bond.
You made you were bonded out of county, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
She gave me the information to get
Your fingerprints. You're okay. You need to do that before that next court date. It's very important.
Yes,
All right. If you will step in front of the clerk, she's going to give you that paperwork to fill out for me.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And do I?
Yeah. Don't leave until someone tells you. Just get that paperwork back to the clerk. Yeah, it's December. Crazy. Mr. Burbank, you have Renisha Chase on. It's a sentencing. Good morning. Good morning. What are we doing on the MTRP?
It's going to be, I believe, dismissed.
Oh, okay.
If you're inclined to follow the agreement.
Okay, all right. Good morning, you're Renisha Chason?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is 24 DCCR 2351. Ms. Chason was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to injury to a child, elderly, or disabled individual. I've received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
We have
Are there any additions or corrections?
Your Honor.
Just refresh the court's memory that the co-defendant, Kendrick Williams, in this case, was sentenced to quite a bit of pen time.
Okay.
And it's really my opinion, especially with Ms. Chason taking responsibility, admitting her fault in the situation, having stayed clean on her drug patch for quite some time, that he was the most culpable of the actors. He was the drug dealer who obviously had the TCP that the child came in contact with.
Right.
So as long as she complies with any and all conditions that either CPS or the court would have regarding her being around children and caring for children.
Right. What is, I had a note here to ask, what's this current status with visitation and child protective service and all that?
I just know I got to keep my rights, and I'm just following my bond stipulations. I can't be around any children under 18, so
Okay.
once my case is closed, then it'll be up to Charlotte if I can see her, or, visitation rights will go by her.
Okay. Who's Charlotte?
Charlotte is Kendrick's aunt.
So she's the one who has custody?
Yes, ma'am, that's her grandmother's sister.
Okay, so anything would be through, is CPS still involved in all that?
CPS still involved.
No, it's been closed since May.
Thank you.
Okay, but she's the one who has primary custody and it'll be any visitation with her?
Yes.
Okay. All right, anything else then?
No, Your Honor, I would look to dismiss the motion.
Okay, I'll sign that when it comes through. All right, Ms. Chason, I'm going to find that you previously entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings for a period of 5 years. You're ordered to pay the $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Obviously, that means adhering to any rules that have to do with who has custody and visitation and things like that as well. You're already on probation. You know what it's all about. So you hopefully will get past this. Looks like you've already done the parenting course.
Here's the big moment in this hearing. The judge is accepting the guilty plea, but choosing to defer the conviction. That's a huge distinction. Instead of walking away with an immediate felony conviction on her record, she's being given a chance to prove she can follow the rules for the next 5 years. The question is, will she see this as a second chance here? a final warning.
The other side to that is if you violate any conditions, you'll be back here in court. And in this case, you could be looking at between 2 and 20 years in prison. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you waived your right to appeal. If you'll just have a seat here in the courtroom, probation will call you up when she's ready to go over the paperwork.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Is there, hey, hold on.
With respect to the drug patch, Judge, I didn't know your position on that. It is not my position that she continued to.
Listen carefully to what the judge just said. This is where deferred adjudication becomes very real. If everything goes right, the case can ultimately be dismissed. But if probation conditions are violated, the safety net disappears and the court can revisit the original charge. That's why this warning about potential prison time isn't courtroom. Dramate's the judge, making sure everyone understands exactly what's at stake.
On that, Judge?
Yeah, as of now, it doesn't appear to be a condition, but if probation